Hey there. In this video, we're going to be going over the matching question type. So this is what the matching question looks like. You have a bunch of questions and you have to match these questions with the correct answer choice. You know that this is a matching question when the question asks you to match each statement with the correct answer choice. Now, this question does not go in order. However, it is still a very simple question to do, so you should not have any trouble with it. Most of the times, there's going to be plenty of proper nouns like over here, so these questions are going to be very easy to answer. So let me now give you a bit of explanation about this question type. As you already know, it is not in order, but still very easy to do. The next thing you need to know is that for this question type, you can underline the keywords in the questions, but you can also underline the keywords in the answer choices. That means that you have to basically look at the keywords in the questions and the answer choices, and you have to decide which keywords are better. If the keywords in the question are better, then you should look for those keywords in the reading passage. However, if the keywords from the answer choices are better, then go ahead and use those keywords to find the matching sentence in the reading passage. Next, just like always, this question is going to be formed from only 1 to 2 sentences in the reading passage. Now, typically, answer choices can only be used once. So most of the times, when you get answer choices, those answer choices can only be used once. However, there can be times when there are more questions than the answer choices. For example, there might be 5 questions, but only 4 answer choices. But if this is the case, the directions will tell you. It's going to tell you in the directions that an answer choice may be used more than once. Finally, you have to be able to scan for keywords and you have to understand synonym language. Remember guys, this is an English test, so they want to find out your ability to understand English. So the way that they're going to test your understanding of English is by testing you on synonym language. Great. Now let's go over the basic strategy. So there are 4 main steps to this basic strategy. You've already seen this basic strategy before, but let's run through it one more time. So the first step you're going to do is mark the keywords. This time, the keywords can be in the questions, but also in the answer choices. You just have to find out which keywords are the easiest. Next, you can put a check mark next to the easy questions. You have to identify which of these questions is the easiest one and do the easy ones first. Next, you have to scan the passage and find your keywords or the synonyms for those keywords. And again, when we say keywords, we are talking about keywords from the question or from the answer choices. Finally, you have to make sure that you have found the correct answer. So the only way that you can do that is by double checking and confirming that your answer fits with the words that connect to the information that is being asked. So your answer has to connect to the connecting words. It should connect to the information that the question is asking you for. So those are the 4 steps that you have to do. This question does not go in order, so you don't have to put the question number next to the matching sentence in the reading passage. Now, let me show you some examples of this question type. So right here we have a question set, and what you have to do here is match these questions with these answer choices. Now over here we have only 3 questions, but we have 5 answer choices. So what this means is that 2 of these answer choices are not going to be used. So we're only going to use 3 answer choices. Now the first thing that we're going to do with these questions is first we're going to mark the keywords. Let's go ahead and mark the keywords in the questions. So here we have keywords like exercises, gifted pupils, accurate work, goals, valuable tool, self-reliance, gifted children, channel their feelings, assist their learning. Now, these are decent keywords. I wouldn't say that they are the best keywords. I don't think that they're going to be very easy to find if we start to look for these keywords. So what other keywords do we have for this question set? Well, down here, we've got some excellent keywords down here. All of these are proper nouns. These proper nouns are going to be so much more easier to look for than these keywords. So the question is, which keywords are the easiest to locate? The ones in the questions or the ones in the answer choices? So you have to know, guys, which keywords are the easiest, because sometimes the keywords in the answer choices may be easier, other times keywords from the questions can be easier. In this case, the keywords from the answer choices are much easier, so we're going to be locating these keywords. We're not going to be looking for these keywords. We're going to first look for these keywords, and after we have found these keywords, then we are going to scan the surrounding area to look for these other keywords to find out which question matches up with each answer choice. So we're going to work backwards in a way. So typically, you have seen me locate the keywords from the questions, and then we scan the keywords from the answer choices to make sure that we have chosen the correct answer. Right now, for this question type, we're going to be doing the opposite. We're going to be working backwards. So we're going to look for the keywords from the answer choices, and when we have located these keywords in the reading passage, or when we have found our matching sentence, then we're going to start looking for these keywords from the questions to find out which question is going to be the correct pick for the corresponding answer choice. Now let's go ahead and answer these questions. I can't really say which one of these questions is going to be the easiest to look for, because right now I'm not really looking for the keywords from the questions, so I cannot say which one of these is going to be the easiest. Rather, what I'm doing here is I'm working backwards. I'm looking for the keywords from the answer choices, and then we'll see which question matches up. So in this case, we're not going to be choosing the easy question first because we don't know which one we're going to be answering first, since we are looking for keywords from the answer choices and not from the questions. So let me show you an example in which the correct answer is going to be for number 18. So here is our question, here is our little box, the list of people. And what you would do at this point is, once you have come to the question set and once you have marked these keywords, then you're going to come to your reading passage and you're going to start looking for all of these keywords. You have to know all of these words, kind of have them in the back of your mind. Freeman, Shore and Konevsky, Elshout, Simonton, Boykarts. Okay, so have all of those names in the back of your mind so that when you are scanning through this reading passage, you're going to answer the question for whichever keyword appears first. So right now I'm scanning and I see here, it says Shore and Konevsky. Shore and Konevsky. So soon as I see that keyword, Shore and Konevsky, I already know that this keyword is going to be talking about this option number B. So that's what we are going to be answering first. So now we just have to find out B is the correct answer choice for which question. So we have three questions, 18, 19, and 20. Shore and Konevsky is the correct answer choice for which question? Well, we don't know yet. So let's read this sentence. It says, overviewing research on the thinking process of highly able children, and in parentheses it mentions the research study carried out by Shore and Konevsky. So highly able children put the instructor's problem succinctly. If they, the gifted, merely think more quickly, then we need only teach more quickly. Okay, so let's carry on. It says here, if they merely make fewer errors, then we can shorten the practice. So here it's further explaining what was in the previous sentence. So in summary, it's basically saying this: if they merely make fewer errors, that is, if the gifted children or the gifted pupils, if they make fewer errors, then we can shorten their practice time. So here, what we see is the matching sentence. We're going to find out which question this answer choice matches up with by reading around this area. So right here we have synonym language. It says fewer errors. Fewer errors is synonym language for accurate work. And we have another synonym language here. It says shorten the practice, and that is synonym language for less time can be spent on exercises. So shorten the practice, you can spend less time on exercises. So those are the examples of synonym language used in this reading passage, in this matching sentence. So since we have located the synonym language in the reading passage and we have matched it with the language in question number 18, now we know that the option B, is the correct answer choice for question number 18. Do you see that? Do you see how we're working backwards? So once we have located the keyword Shoren-Konevsky, then we start to read around that area and we see which question is this sentence matching up with. Where do we find the synonym language? In this case, we find the synonym language in question number 18. So that's how we know that the answer to question number 18 is going to be B. Let me now show you the next question. The next question is number 19. So we're not really looking at the question right now, so I'm not going to read it because we don't care about the question right now. We're not looking for the keywords from the question, and I'm not really trying to understand the question right now. Right now, I'm only focused on finding these keywords in the reading passage. So I'm going to go to my reading passage and I'm going to see which one of these keywords am I able to locate. So let's scan. All right here I see Elshout, and here I see Simonton or Simonton. I'm not sure how that's pronounced. So here are the two keywords from the answer choices, Elshout and Simonton. Okay, C and D. Now, what we have to do is, first let's go ahead and mark these keywords, Elshout and Simonton. Next, what we have to do is we have to read around this area to find out which question is this language corresponding with. So let's start reading from up here, because this sentence talks about Elshout and then the next sentence talks about Simonton. So let's start up here. But scientific progress is not all theoretical. Knowledge is also vital to outstanding performance. Individuals who know a great deal about a specific domain will achieve at a higher level than those who do not. Okay, so that's what Elshout was talking about. At this point, what we would do is we would look for the keywords in this sentence and we would try to see if anything in this sentence matches or resembles anything from our questions, from question number 19 and 20. We already answered question number 18, so right now we would see if this language matches up with the language in question number 19 or 20. So depending on which question it matches up with, the answer Elshout, option C, is going to be the correct answer choice for that question. So what we would do at this point is we would scan this sentence to look for the keywords from the questions. For example, with this question, number 19, we would look for keywords like self-reliance, valuable tool, goals. So let's go ahead and scan this sentence for these keywords. And I do not see anything about self-reliance here. So there's nothing about self-reliance. I also don't see anything about self-reliance being a valuable tool. So I don't think that my answer is going to be right here. So let's read the next sentence about Symington. Let's see which question this answer choice is going to be the correct answer for. Here we go. Research with creative scientists by Symington brought him to the conclusion that above a certain high level, characteristics such as independence, alright, there we go, independence is synonym for self-reliance. That is synonym language. So independence seemed to contribute more to the reaching of the highest levels of expertise than intellectual skills, due to the great demand of effort and time needed for learning and practice. Okay, so it seems that the answer choice D, Symington, is going to match up with question number 19. Over here, you'll notice also that it says contribute. So contribute is synonym language for helps, and reaching the highest levels of expertise is synonym language for reach their goals. So this over here is our matching sentence. We have found a lot of keywords and synonym language right here, which show to us that the answer choice D, Symington, is going to match up with question number 19. So the correct answer for number 19 is D, Symington. Awesome. Now let's knock out our final question, question number 20. Again, I don't care about the question right now. First, I care about finding these keywords in the reading passage. Here is our reading passage. Let's go ahead and scan for these keywords. All right, here we go. It mentions Bocarts right here. I think that's how it's pronounced, Bocarts. So we are looking at answer choice E, and I don't really know if this answer choice is going to be used, because remember, there are two answer choices which are not going to be used. So I don't know if E is one of them. I also don't know which question this answer choice is going to be the correct answer for, if it is in fact used. So what we would do is first, let's mark this keyword, Bocarts, and let's read that sentence. Let's see what this sentence is really talking about. It says, in Bocart's 1991 review of emotion in the learning of very high IQ and highly achieving children, she found emotional forces in harness. So here, where it says emotional forces in harness, that is synonym language for channel their feelings. Channel their feelings. That is synonym language. To harness means to bring out or to channel, to make something accessible, to get access to it. That is what it means to harness something. So that is synonym language for channel their feelings or access their feelings. Okay? And then let's read the next sentence. The next sentence says, they were not only curious, but often had a strong desire to control their environment, improve their learning efficiency, and increase their learning resources. So here it says, improve their learning efficiency, and that is synonym language for assist their learning. So how do we assist their learning? Well, we assist their learning, we help them in their learning by improving their learning efficiency. That's how we can help them or assist them. So that is also synonym language. So this part right here underlined in the green color is going to be our matching sentence. When we read that sentence, that matching sentence, we're going to find out exactly which question this answer choice E, Bocarts, matches up with. Because right now we don't know which question is going to match up with. But after reading the matching sentence and after locating the keyword and the synonym language, now we know that this matching sentence is matching up with question number 20. So then it makes sense that the correct answer to number 20 is E, Bocarts. So that's how you have to answer these questions. You have to look at which keywords are the easiest. If the keywords in the questions are easy, then go ahead and locate those keywords in the reading passage. But if the keywords in the answer choices are easier, then you have to work your way backwards. You have to locate the keywords from the answer choices in the reading passage and then find the matching sentence, read around that area, and find out which question is the correct match for any given answer choice. So I hope that makes sense. In the next two videos, we're going to be going over more practice questions, and I'm going to show you how to answer these questions in more detail.